My name's Marge. I'm Hilka. I'm an empath, and I just like to do these little talks on, well, how I feel about things. I'm not 100% accurate, but my numbers are pretty good. Heck, if I'm right more than I'm wrong, alright. But you know what? It's okay to be wrong too, because there's always lesson to be learned in there. Can you feel it? Things are changing. Things are changing fast. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Today's 7-7. It's a neat number to me. 7 times 7 is 49. It's my birthday! April 9th. Yeah. I like numbers and going down little daisy chain lanes with numbers like that. On my father's side, they're always big on playing cards and games and stuff like that, you know, which was cool to spend time and, you know, I guess, and hang out and whatnot. But I never won because I'd always have relationships in my mind of like the 3 of hearts should be married to the 7 of diamonds, and all these different storylines with the cards. And I didn't know it, but I was doing the, you know, storylines of tarot and astrology before I even knew what it was. You see, we're all part of the same data pool, and information travels through light. And the most beautiful minds get their ideas when they're not doing anything at all, when they're void of thought or just present in their moment. Albert Einstein, all of them got their greatest ideas in an unconscious state. Yeah. I get a lot of my good ideas there too. I make my points and my connections a lot, you know. I get a lot of my data through music and TV and stuff. I was watching, I've been watching just to have background stuff, because there ain't really, we're kind of in limbo right now. There ain't nothing on the news. I ain't a sports fan. You know, there's just, I mean, besides with all the stuff going on in the world, there ain't really going on in the world, or you know what I mean? I mean, we know that something's building, and pressure is alleviating, and the earth is relieving pressure, and that's evident with all the seismic activity. And people are feeling the same way inside. A lot of people have done the work. A lot of people have spent the time getting rid of all the stuff that no longer serves them. They've done the work. They purge. They let go. They don't got no family left. They don't have friends left. They haven't had a job in a long time, you know. It's just like, all right, strip down to the ninny. Sometimes you got to get really low, because other people haven't been low in their life. So now more and more people are hitting low points, so they need guidance from people like me and you to go out and be the light in the world, because God, people are searching, and you know, it's just kind of scary, you know. I don't like living in fear. I prefer being cautious, you know. Anyway, I've been watching My Name is Earl again. I was just watching this episode today about, I lost it. I closed it. When he sold a guy a car that was a lemon, and this guy was just like, I'm done, you know, I'm out of here. I can't handle this world anymore. And Earl thought he was building a bomb, and he broke in, and the guy was building a rocket ship. I can relate to that. Can anybody else? You know, but no need. Let's just make the world worth living on again. You know, there's a way the earth was supposed to be before, you know, when the natives were here and the indigenous, you know, the people that belong here from Mexico. See, because people migrate. They go, you know, they have people migrate. They know where to go naturally, and then you put a freaking wall up and you stop their migration. You wreck with the flow, and there's karma to be paid. Now that's what's happening. That's what's happening. It don't happen to everybody. Think about all the natural disasters that have happened in the last month. Tornadoes, hurricanes, monsoons, droughts, earthquakes, volcanoes, Even the one that like the side of that the side of the mountain slid off into the ocean. That was like a smaller scale of what Ben Davidson space observers like did an animated video of that could happen with Etna, and then that basically makes the whole Mediterranean like a swimming pool in an earthquake. You know what I mean? But think about, with all the natural disasters, how much life hasn't been lost. Think about how much life has been spared, because really the numbers are small. Now we travel with our quantum entanglements. Our like attracts like, our soul family. We travel with them. You okay, buds? You gonna go get your water? Go get the hydration station, maybe. Go get the hydration station. Or not. I'm not the boss of you. I kinda am, but they all do what they want anyway. Free will! Anyway, they're good boys, you know. I don't even like get yelling at them to tell them to do what I, you know. But I know it's important to have dogs that are obedient. But when it comes down to it, they don't listen to me nowhere. So I just hope they're always going to be safe. Huh, Benzo? This is Benny. Big face Benny right here, Marge. I got you on the back, Marge. I got your 6, Margie. Thank you, Benzo. Okay, where was I? Where are we at on time? Seems a bit bad. Okay, so see the way I look at it? We're all feminine and masculine, right? And when the masculine is a little bit too dominant, or the feminine is a little too dominant, it makes people act a kind of way, you know? Then you have their psychology and how they were raised, and, you know, if people are mean to them, usually people like to be mean to other people because it makes them feel better, you know, in some kind of weird, twisted way. I don't feel good when I'm mean to people. I do not like being mean to people. I don't. I have been plenty. Not going to say I'm not mean to people. I'm a human being, having a spiritual experience. I fail every day. But the thing of it is, on the big stuff, I'm pretty good at, you know, because I have these daily disciplines and these spiritual practices that I do to make sure that I can be at ease, you know? You know what I mean? And meditate. I only got to do about 42 minutes today. Spend time outside, sun grounding in nature. It feels weird today. I was out for about an hour and came in, and I can tell that the ultraviolet rays are intense because I spent longer in that a couple days ago, and my skin didn't tighten up the way it is. So that tells me that it's a little bit hotter, you know, even though the temperatures are the same. Does that make sense? Yeah. Listen to yourself. We know, you know. I mean, how many people freaking get lost listening to GPS in their own hometowns? You know where you're going. Why would you use GPS? It doesn't make sense. But people are getting back into believing in themselves and listening to themselves because we've been going along for too long just saying, oh, vote and do this and do this and do that and do that. And it's just like, wait a minute, we're doing this, but things just keep getting worse and worse and worse. And I swear, I mean, whether it's the census is, you know, they pull numbers out of their hat or not, I don't think there's any really real way to determine how many people are alive on this earth ever at any given time. And it's a lot smaller than I think it is, because, I mean, think about how many towns are in just, you know, I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent there, I don't need to do that, but thing of it is the retrograde season is starting tomorrow. Mercury retrograde. Now, Mercury goes retrograde 4 times a year. It ain't new. It ain't nothing new. It ain't, you know, nothing to be worried about. You can look on his face. He uses his brother as a pacifier, because all of my dogs came from rescue. Tucker came from a puppy mill, and Benny was abandoned because, you know, human race to a standstill. That's what they do to animals. Animals are the most loving freaking... That's all they do is love, you know? So, when people don't like animals, I don't like people. Because I just know that animals are just as good judge character as I can be, and when people don't like them, it just lets me know that they don't want people to know what they are, you know? I mean, because I've been bit plenty of times, I still love them, you know? I mean, if you got bit by a dog when you were a kid and you hate dogs because of that, that's bad parenting right there. It's just because one dog bite you doesn't mean they all are, because if that's the case, you know, we're all in trouble, right? Anyway, so people are coming into balance, you know, in this retrograde season. Is just all the people that if you've done the work, the spiritual work, your practices, you've done it, you know, you've done it. It's not gonna, yeah, stuff could happen. I mean, I broke something yesterday. It's kind of freaking significant, and it wasn't that big of a deal. You know, it just breaks, and then you just kind of go on with things. You know what I mean? And it's not, you know, there's caution. Everything, just be cautious. This doesn't tell you not to do stuff during Mercury retrograde. You're only putting fear in yourself. And when you think about things that scare you, then scary things happen. Yeah. But people are coming into balance, and I just, God, I wish people would freaking read their astrology, man. I know a couple more and more people are, but, and I think it's best that people find their own path, you know, and just, you know, pick a couple of the teachers and, you know, and maybe play around with that you're in line with, and just take the good and keep the rest in any given situation. And in the next few weeks, it's really going to be a time of just allowing things, you know, just practice just letting things go. It doesn't matter what it is. Relationships, let them go. You're tired of fighting for things that aren't working for you anyway, right? Jobs that you hate, let it go. You know? So now's a good time to just, and if there's still stuff that you got, you know, that still kind of give you a little tinge in the side and stuff, you know, focus on that a little bit, and then maybe resolve those hurts and those pains of lower vibrational stuff in a, you know, and then maybe the next time retrograde comes around, things won't come up that are quite as painful or hurtful and whatnot. So, ta-ta. What you looking at your brother like he's tasting morsel talk? So, Mama, this is my brother. I want to talk about my face. Mom, this is my pacifier. Alright, that's about all I got for today. Yeah, that's about all I got. I hope you have a rad day. Peace. Nah.